can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Down with Jackson, flushed out right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe you.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
First on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
55. Come on. 55.
Allen now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Mike's 56. Okay, just like that. Just like that. 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
from the 29. Allen got a man. It's Tanyan complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
55 mark.
Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And his throw here's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On play action, Allen. Dancing to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Jeffrey Simmons on the snap.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Allen. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Browns 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Mark 55, Mark 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 55's Mike. Go, go, go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. 30.
Right.
Past the 20.
Showtime,
10. 5. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Aldrich Rosa.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
44-yard attempt.
And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson buying time to his left. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Buccaneers 21, Browns 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Roses to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Buccaneers 28, Browns 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Roses on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
First 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Check 55. Check, 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 check. Back, back, back.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check 26, check 26.
They hand this one to Gronk. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Browns 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And it's 3rd down.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
55, Mike, 55.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Show it.
Allen off the play fake. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Closest now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Browns 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change the name, I like your respect. Give them more than when I get it.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, watch the delay.
Mike 55. Right. Half. Come on, D. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm going to run.
Allen now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On second down, Montgomery. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
1-yard line.
Jackson on third and long from his end zone. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend, because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there, because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Again, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
What a play.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Browns 20.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that we might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Hey, check right. Watching you find. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 5'5", Mike 55.
Off the play fake. Allen. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles. But defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen escaping the pressure right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here's Dante Pass on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now. And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
You better be afraid of me.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Now Allen off the bootleg. That's complete right around the 8. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to